I'm Amy, by the way, in case you didn't know yet from watching the rest of the videos. I'm a 40-something with an 8-year-old son, and my husband, we were all here. My husband has a disability, so we do Disney differently to most people. We have to do things slower, in a different way, etc. So we've been doing that. But hi. Morning. So the long-awaited room tour. We've just literally got rid of our suitcase and everything, so the room's probably the cleanest it will be before we leave. So we are in room 9515, which is on the top floor of the Big Pine Key DVC Resort Studios. Come on in. Excuse the mess a little bit though. So you come in the door, and on the right you have got the bathroom. So this one is a shower over the bath, and then you've got a rainfall shower, a detachable shower head, and then obviously the bath fittings as well, and the toilets in here. And then into the bedroom you've got the television. Well, you obviously get 2 full-size beds in here, 2 proper beds, not a pull-down bed in the resort studio. Now this is the balcony. I think I've showed this a few times in the videos. So you get 2 chairs, a little table, you get this lovely view. So this is the lagoon view. We are off to Magic Kingdom now. Big Pine Key there, there's the lagoon. Is it raining? It's not supposed to rain. Oh, it's not raining, it's just, oh yeah, it is raining. Only a little bit. Right, I'm going to the monorail. So let's take you along for the walk. Excuse the bounce, because I'm rushing. Because that's where Matt and Eli are waiting for me in the room. Let me just check I've got my phone, so I know what I'm like for leaving stuff behind. Terrible. Right. So, monorail. Now, you can go in through the doors that are over there. That's next to the Grand Floridian Cafe, and you would walk all the way around to go to Gasparilla's. We're going to walk to the left. And come this way. Matt's texting me. How long are you going to be? 2 minutes. And then there's the splash pad. Now when it's raining, what we like to do is nip onto the, which is nip onto the back of here, which is the back of one of the shops. You see the splash pad and the other pool in the DVC building. Whoa. Nice and quiet. And then you walk around here, so it's mostly undercover when it's hammering it down, which it has done the last 2 days. And there is the monorail. I don't think I'm going to get there in time. Let's try. Right, and here you are into the main resort. I'm going to turn you off because I'm going to try and run for the monorail. And just like that, I'm on the monorail. Oh my gosh. I don't know where Matt and Eli went. Here they are. The monorail from Grand Floridian literally takes 5 minutes because it's one stop to the Magic Kingdom. On the way home, it takes a lot longer. On the way back to the resort, you've obviously got to go to the Contemporary, the Ticket and Transportation Centre, then the Polynesian, and then the Grand Floridian. So on the way back, I recommend getting a resort boat. It's a lot quicker. The first stop is the Grand Floridian and then the Polynesian on the resort boat. And there's a little boat, one of the resort boats. They're like the little friendship boats. First thing in the morning they do have the bigger, slightly bigger boats. I think there's just more people, but not as big as the ferry boat. Just more people are coming and going. Here we go. I'm going to put the camera away because it is starting to rain heavier now. Here's the entrance to Magic Kingdom. So just come through for the resort guest entry. We just come through into Tomorrowland or behind the castle. So we've come through Tomorrowland. Well, there's lots of announcements that are all slightly a second apart. We are heading into Buzz Lightyear. Just about a 10-minute wait, I think. It looks longer, but it's not. It's because they haven't got the full queue going. I don't think so, because they won't have the queue. 10 minutes. That's where we're going. Carousel of Progress. It's open. People Mover. will be open. So Tron done, front row, very good. It's totally different in front to the back. I mean, I think it's just because you've got no one in front of you and you've just got the wind in your face, basically. So I don't know what my photo looks like. I did try to put my hands up like I was flying. We'll see what the photos look like when they come in. But we bought individual lightning lanes for that this morning because we're only here till 11 o'clock-ish, so I didn't want to risk doing a virtual queue and getting like 4 p.m. So that was the only way we could guarantee that we were going to ride it on our last day. So that's what we've done, and now we're going to walk around to Seven Dwarfs. But here's Tron. So half an hour-ish after park opens to non-resort guests, and it's a 30-minute wait for Winnie the Pooh. Let's see what the wait time is for Seven Dwarfs. I'm gonna guess like 70 minutes maybe. Oh, I was not too far off. It's 75. So the DAS holder has to be the first person to scan in. It lights up blue. The cast member will check that the person scanning in is the person, because they have a photo of you, to check that it is the right person. And then the rest of your party scans in after that. On Seven Dwarfs, you scan in twice, so you can't get another a DAS ride until you've scanned in for the second time. Some rides have two, some don't. It just depends. Seven Dwarfs is one of those. Are we doing hands up? Ah! Strong arm! I appreciate anybody who vlogs and keeps their arm out all day. Strong arm, strong shoulder. And there's the witch. Now we're finished with Seven Dwarfs. We're going to walk round to the Haunted Mansion for the last time this trip. If you've got Magic Band Pluses, every time you go past one of these statues, they vibrate and stuff. And as you wave at them, they talk or play a little tune, or the back of the castle and the carousel. And then this is Pinocchio Village House, just opposite the back of the castle and the carousel. There's quick service, so burgers, chicken strips, flatbreads, I think. That overlooks, so as part of the restaurant that overlooks It's a Small World. It's quite cute when you go on the ride on It's a Small World and you have the little kids all up against the window. You can wave at them and stuff. In Paris, that one, they have little signs on the tables for people to hold up. So like pull a face or act like a character or something like that. And then It's a Small World is right next door. Just opposite It's a Small World is Peter Pan. It's called Peter Pan's Flight. So you're getting like a little pirate ship and it flies in the air. Very cute. So this is normally a good indication of how busy the park is. I mean, it's not a sea of people, so it's definitely quieter, but it's still early. We're guessing 80 minutes, I'm gonna guess. Oh, 50 minutes, okay. Not as bad as I was anticipating. And then It's a Small World. I'm gonna guess half an hour for that. 25 minutes. And then you come down here and there are the tangled bathrooms. There's Rapunzel's tower at the top and the village at the bottom. Nicest bathrooms on Disney parks, I'd say. And you can go down that way, and that's the Columbia Harbour House on the left. You can see there's a tour group there. They're probably doing the Keys to the Kingdom tour, which if you get a chance to do, is very, very good. There's Columbia Harbour House there. Memento Mori is on the right, cleverly disguised from the back to look like the village. And then we're gonna head on down past the bathrooms. They are so cute. At night, they're just over here. They do a like a lantern photo with one of these lanterns, so your little children can hold them, or you adults obviously as well can hold them. Have some nice photos taken. And then in these fountains, waterfalls, sorry, you'll see little Pascals. I think we looked from the other side the other day and saw a couple of Pascals. I'm not sure how many of them there are, but lots of hidden Pascals from Tangled. And then you walk down into, so you're now transitioning into Liberty Square. So you can see there's a hard line and then it goes to the red pavement. So the hooves stop and you transition. So this is Haunted Mansion, 35-minute wait, Columbia Harbour House. So this area is called Liberty Square, and you can see in the distance that's where the Liberty Bell and everything is. And you've got Memento Mori, which is basically the Haunted Mansion shop. I think it's the only part that's got a dedicated Haunted Mansion shop. Obviously I've only been to Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney World, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'd love to know if there's some in other parks, because it's my favourite ride. You can see around, you can see the Liberty Bell in the background. So in the Haunted Mansion shop you've got, as you guess, in Memento Mori, sorry, got lots of Haunted Mansion stuff. Oh, this is the jumper I've got. The Haunted Mansion wallpaper print on it. Pins, dresses.
I know, she knows that.
Yeah, I've got one of these at home. You can put like water in them and fog comes out. Quite cool. The decorations. Lounge flies. Have a guess how much lounge flies are. Oh, one without a price on. Typical. Normally about 85, I think. Yeah, they've not got prices. 85.
Thank you.
Yes. Jumpers, 54. And you've got spirit jerseys, t-shirts, hats, mirror.
Do you know what the longest wait time ever is on a Disney ride?
Oh, I don't know. You can tell me.
8 hours on Tower of Terror.
8 hours on Tower of Terror. Wow. Some facts from my son. And these lounge flies, 88. So I'm guessing the other ones will be similar. Big doormat. I'd love that. Oh, these are like memory foam ones as well. For like kitchens and things.
We literally just walked out because I bought the magnet.
Cups and little trinket boxes. And a tombstone.
Is there a ride over at London Castle?
Chess artwork, little like models.
It's only before you take pictures.
Okay.
Next to it over there has the bottle.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
Lots of figurines. Oh, it's a candle. I thought it was like a trinket box, the coffin. That's cool. I'm being told it's time to go and ride. Just wanted to look at this. Haunted Mansion spirit jersey. See, for me, I tuck them in so he'd be like half sticking out my trousers, so it would look a bit weird.
I'm not wearing that.
But they're very cool. You get some sunglasses, lanyards, like tags. Very cool. Right. To the right. Is there a canary?
Yes.
Yeah.
His name is Tombs.
Tombs a canary. I'm guessing only visible to those who've got the gift.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Very
Although
cool.
I like to see him as a small crow.
There's a small crow. Corvids. A murder. Ooh. Thank you. When you come into the Haunted Mansion queue, if you're in the Lightening Lane queue, there you get to go past this horse hearse with a invisible horse. You can see his hooves. Oh, he's invisible. And then there's a photographer here as well. Get some cool shots, get magic shots with the hitchhikers and stuff. And then you've got the castle. Castle? Mansion. Oh, my brain is fried. Sorry, guys. I love the facade of the mansion, it's very cool. So you enter through the crypt, you don't enter through the doors of the mansion, which is different to Disneyland Paris, you go through the actual doors, but it's a different style of mansion as well. At night there are like lightning claps that light up the mansion periodically as well. And if you come on a party night, so a Halloween party night, they'll have the ghosts up on the grass as well. They're very cool. So when you go on a Haunted Mansion ride, if you've got little ones or people who don't want to see the stretching room for whatever, I mean, trigger warning, hanging person. So you might not want to go through that. You can ask the person as you enter through the doors to skip the stretching room, and they will give you a little pass and tell you where to go. When you skip the stretching room, you tend to come out, depending on how fast you walk, so you can take your time, you come out before the other groups. So as well as you skipping what could be triggering, you're also then not caught in the crash until the other people come out as well. So if the crowd's rushing forward is a thing as well, maybe that's something you should consider. Hatbox Ghost, candlestick is gone. Is the space going to go? 3, 2, there it is. 10:15. You can see the ride is long. It's 40 minutes now. Haunted Mansion. There's Columbia Harbour House, a little bit behind Scrim. And the other side's behind Scrim as well. You can see the Liberty Bell. So she's a real boat, or real ship I should say, sorry. She is on a rail, so she's not powered by the old engine, but she once was. We've got some seating area here by the Liberty Square Market, and there's a little like market booth there. You can get some snacks and drinks, etc. That area gets very busy. Around the corner is Sleepy Hollow, just round to the left. I probably can't catch it on this. Just round to the left, past Hall of Presidents, there's Sleepy Hollow. They do waffles and things like that, which are very good. And you've got Liberty Square, there's Liberty Bell over there. You've got the stocks for some cool photos. There is the Liberty Tree Tavern, which is a sit-down, all-you-can-eat, like Thanksgiving meal type food. Here's the other side of Liberty Bell. And that's Tom Sawyer's Island over there. You can get rafts over to a literal raft over and explore the island. It's like a fun thing for kids to do. There are little caves and things to explore. It's quite cool. And over here on the left, you've got Diamond Horseshoe. Oh, look, there's the Country Bears. They've come out to play. I wonder if we can go and get a say hello to the Country Bears. And then before you head round, that's into Frontierland. You can see the transition on the floor. This brown bit is supposed to be like where the old-fashioned sewers were, because they didn't have proper sewers back then. There they are. But we're going to head up now into the restrooms part, and you can go through. So there's a shop here as well. No, it's not. Sorry, it's the Diamond Horseshoe. I thought I was further around than I was. The restrooms here, which are actually a secret little cut through. There are restrooms, obviously, they're not fake. There are some collectible medallions, pennies, sunglasses hut, portable chargers for fuel rod charger swap. And this goes round into Adventureland. So just to the right of where the bathrooms are, there's the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. That's very cute. A lot of stairs. If you're not great with stairs, you want to avoid. There is no disabled access, etc. It is just literally steps all the way up to the top and then steps all the way back down to the bottom. It's a lot. There's the magic carpet of Aladdin. With the spitting camels. If you see water on the floor and it's not raining, it's probably because something is squirting water at you or is about to. And down here on the left is Jungle Cruise. So there's a ramp here on the left, and further on the left there are the steps as well. So there is disabled access down there as well. If for any reason you come here and that bit's blocked off and you can't do the stairs, just ask and the cast members will let you through. Jungle Cruise. Exotic Expedition. And there's the Enchanted Tiki Room. So when you bring a buggy, a stroller as they call them here, you can't take them on a lot of the rides, so you have to leave them. So be warned that the squirrels will get in anything that you leave open. Don't leave any food open. Keep your bags closed. Don't leave anything valuable in your buggy at all. Don't even bring a valuable buggy, to be honest. I know people do, but I have witnessed a family whose stroller was stolen, unfortunately. We used to use a little lock that used to go through the wheel and the frame. You can't lock your struggy? Oh gosh, that's a buggy stroller combo there. You can't lock them to anything. You will get in trouble if you do that. But you can lock the wheel to the frame, for example, so somebody can't fold it up or can't wheel it easily, but you must be able to move it. Sometimes cast members have to move them for various reasons. So here we go, through the Lightning Lane. So as it's 10:25, Pirates, oh, we're getting really dark suddenly. Pirates is going to be our last ride for this trip. Apart from like the boats or the monorail obviously, but the last ride in the park. It's kind of sad, but we'll be back for sure. Right, let's go do this. So you might escape the drop and not get wet. But you might get wet here from the cannons. I got soaked last time. I got wet. Pirates of the Caribbean done. There's Tortuga Tavern. That's sometimes open when it's busier. It's one of the ones that's more of a seasonal restaurant. Key room. Didn't get to do it again. Next trip. Definitely a next trip one. See what I mean about don't leave any food. There's birds in the buggies. Gonna head back out now. Go get our suitcases from Bell Services. We've already checked out the hotel this morning and head off to the airport. We're gonna get some lunch first as well on the way to the airport. Just leaving Adventureland. Crystal Palace on the right. If you are into food snacks, on the left here and there's a little bit of a queue. Is there a bit of a queue? Oh no, there's not. That's where you can get the cheeseburger spring rolls. Oh, there is a queue, yeah. Cheeseburger spring rolls, and I think they have pepperoni spring rolls. Oh, they're not open yet, but there is a queue waiting. Monday is one of the busiest days of Adventureland. I wouldn't normally suggest coming on a Monday. For us though, it's our last day, and it's the closest park to our hotel. But you can see the crowds coming in. It's going to be a busy one, but we're done. We're heading back out. I think we're just going to stop in the confectionery, get a couple of treats, and then head on back to our hotel. So all the different treats that you can get. Quick bye to the castle. Say bye, castle. See you again soon. There's the monorail. With the monorail driver.
So standing, please hold on to the handrail.
The railroad train. So we are at Tampa Airport. The drive to Tampa Airport today took an hour and a half. That's not too bad. There was still a lot of traffic though. It's so annoying. But when you get into Tampa Airport, it's a whole different experience to MCO. There's no crazy car garage that's like hotter than the sun or anything like that. It's quite chill, which is lovely, and security was easy and everything. So we are in the little lounge. Yeah, it's alright. There's drinks and the seats, whereas out there in the actual departure lounge it's packed. So I'm just gonna have our little Mickey treats. Eli's got a little bundt cake. That's a little bundt cake. Thank you. And I've got like a Rice Krispie cake with freeze-dried Skittles. So we'll see what that's like. So when you come in from security, which is just over to my left, you've got a bay-to-bay shop. This is at Tampa Airport. Gates F76 to F90. So Virgin flights. So you've got the Tampa duty free on the right. Normal duty free. You've got the eatery, pizzas, burgers, bar, coffee, the Swarovski, yogurtology place, Buddy Brew coffee. I'm doing this as quickly as I can without making an absolute mess of it. There's a Starbucks. There's behind the slow walkers. Starbucks, Stella Bay shop. Cigar City brewing companies, like you can get snacks, crisps, etc.
Final call for Washington, doorway F80.
Honestly, the lounge we're in doesn't have great snacks, so I'm wondering if I get some snacks. Oh, you've got a service animal rest area, and then there's a couple more like coffee shops down the bottom. I think the best thing is there's a Starbucks. It's got quite cute. So all of that was when you turn left. There are water bottle fills, bathrooms, plenty of places to sit down. There aren't really any restaurants though. Restaurants are before security and gates. So liquid provisions, whatever it is. Oh, Square One, that's a food place. Okay, so there's a Toomey, there's Swarovski, there's Bay to Bay, so there's drinks and snacks, etc. Souvenirs. That's like Corsical stuff. And outfits if you were going away and suddenly needed a cover up or something. Tech on the go. There are bathrooms and things. One thing to notice is the internal flights. When they land, they come through here too, so you can get quite busy. And like the international flights, they don't need to go through passport control, so yeah, it can get very, very busy out here. There's a Gasparilla like bar, and there's an Illy coffee place. So when you come out of security, you turn right and right again, and then there's the International Club Lounge as well. So in the lounge there's not a massive amount of seating, but you get some snacks, some wraps, chips, turkey and sausage kale, I think that's like a soup, some charcuterie, biscuits, hummus dips, shrimp cocktail, some salads. There are bathrooms, which is great because it's busy outside. There's tea, coffee. Crisp breads, some pies, and then there's just a load of seating, nothing massive. And then a bar area as well, so there's a person who serves you, etc. TV, and then there's Matt and Eli. Eli's watching an iPad, Matt's chilling out. Yeah, chair that turns into a bed. Pretty much the same as on the way home. Drink, headphones if you need them, although you can connect Bluetooth to these. Little light, little charging thing, if you can get your phone to charge on it. Sockets, your seating controls. There's a little thing in here for a remote control. And then you've got more seating controls down here. Screen. Your leg space, which there is plenty of. You've got a little hook, which is silly on these seats where they're configured further away from the window, because if you hang a coat here, it's going to cover most of the screen. So bad design there. So for breakfast, these are the options you get. After takeoff, we've already pre-ordered our mains. I'm having the chicken schnitzel. Speedy supper. And then in the morning, and then there's a wine list from the bar. So because we're on the Neo flight, you can link your headphones. You can link your headphones to the little Bluetooth button here. You press that and then you can link it. We always have the AirPlug adapters anyway. You can play anything. You don't know. You can change it to the last second, so we don't want to get caught out without having phones except for being able to connect or have a wire or use the ones that come on the plane. To be honest, after dinner serve, I'm going to be out with all lights. I'm exhausted. It's 6:45. Plane's going to be delayed, we already know that. By about 10 minutes, possibly a bit longer. But it's up class is full. Premium economy wasn't full, and economy was like half full. It's not a full flight at all, which is good. So, is. And I'm chilling right. You can see it's dark outside already. Some bread. The purple ones are only in the retreat suite as well, apparently. So this is the smoked salmon tartar. This is the chicken schnitzel and mashed potatoes. But I sat in the very first row on the way out, and I think I had my space. It was wider. So I think being at the front seats, not the retreat suite ones, obviously if I go to that, go for that, but the front two on the windows on the Neo, I think you get more leg rooms. I'm going to sleep there. No. Almost time to land. Breakfast was rushed because of the shorter flight, which is fine. Just trying to get changed, eat breakfast, just to put away before we set out to be much. It's landing 2 hours early. It's great. It's a great trip. We'll be back soon. So back home now. I forgot there's a few things that I didn't show you or tell you about. So I filmed on the flight, and I started to film the descent. So because our flight was 2 hours early getting into Heathrow, we were put into a flight holding, like a stack where you go round in loops, etc. And then you go down. So that was okay, apart from the fact it made Eli ill. He goes on all the roller coasters, etc., never gets sick, never says he feels ill, anything like that. But for some reason, I think the plane, one, was really warm. People complained the plane was cold, so they turned the heating up, and it was really, really warm. Two, he had full fat milk with his cereal, and he never has that. It just ended up in recipe for disaster, basically. To be fair, the crew were amazing. They came and helped. I had to call for help, and they came and they helped clean everything up, put us at ease, because obviously I was really worried that there was something wrong. As you do when you're a mum, you know, you've got a young child, you're going to worry about them. But they were absolutely amazing at helping us, making sure everything was safe, etc. I couldn't fault a single thing that they did on the plane. The crew were, even before that, the crew were really, really attentive and came and helped us with all sorts of different things. So it was great. But because of that episode, we obviously took it a bit easier getting home. We went to the Revivals Lounge when we got off the plane to have a bit of time to just sit and make sure Eli was okay before we got in a car and came home. So I didn't film any of that because, obvious reasons, my family come first. So that's what happened. But he was fine on the way home. I think it was just a one-off mix of all the bad stuff. Yeah, when you've got children, these things happen. The other thing we didn't get to talk about was what we did when we left the hotel. So we left the Grand Floridian, and Eli really, really loves Chick-fil-A, so we surprised him and went to Chick-fil-A quickly for some lunch before we headed off to the airport. The drive to Tampa Airport from Orlando was 1 hour and 45 minutes. Now, because of the horrendous journey we had on the way there, we decided to leave 2 hours just to be sure that we were good. So we're always the type of people who get to places early anyway. We don't tend to leave stuff to the last second. So we probably gave ourselves too much time, but that's fine. But be aware that the traffic around Tampa City can get pretty bad. It was a bank holiday as well, so that added to it, I think. I think if you can get either way in less than an hour and a half, you're doing pretty good. I think there are back roads and things you can take, but you might not be comfortable driving like that, and I certainly wasn't. So sitting in the traffic for a little bit. The traffic was always moving, it was never stationary, but sometimes it was very slow, so it just took a long time. The drop off at Tampa Airport for the car, so we had a little Audi Q3. We had booked with Alamo through Discount Florida Car Hire, and we had booked a Premium Elite SUV. And the only one they had was the Audi Q3 when we arrived. Now that was all fine. It was small though, so for day-to-day, like running around on holiday, it was absolutely fine. But when we needed to get all our cases in to get home, we had to put the back seat down, so half the back seat down, so obviously I could sit in the back. So it was a bit of a squeeze with our cases, and we probably wouldn't go for that smaller car anyway. Now I'm back, and I've looked online at Alamo. They actually downgraded our car. We should have had a bigger car, so I'm a little bit annoyed about that, but it's just one of those things. And to be honest, I didn't pay a massive amount of money for it. I got a really, really good deal, so I'm not too bothered. But just make sure next time that the car they give you is actually the class you paid for. And if they don't have a car that you in the class you've paid for, they should give you an upgrade for free, which they didn't do for us. Lesson learned, I suppose. It was the first time we'd flown into Tampa Airport, so I will know for next time. But it was super easy dropping the car off. Much easier than MCO. There's only one place to go, so you haven't got to worry about which terminal you're going to, etc. yet, because I know they are building. But at the moment, super easy. Drive in, literally get out of the car. Somebody comes over, checks the car over, tells you whether you're going to have any additional charges. So for me, I didn't quite have a full tank of petrol, but that was like less than a $10 charge, so not a problem. The car dropped off fine. Then you get on like a shuttle, so a bit like the monorail, but it's not quite a monorail, so train shuttle thing, and you go to the main terminal. Check-in super easy as well. Wasn't really any crowds or anything. It's nothing like Orlando Airport. It feels very much like a small airport, which was great. It was so chilled out and everything. And then after that I showed the lounge that Virgin use. So I wasn't very impressed with the lounge. I could have made a meeting room look better, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is. They have a shared lounge, and that's the best that they can do in those locations. I wish they had Virgin lounges in all the destinations, but obviously that's not feasible. They can't. They're only a small airline, so have to put up with at least a shared lounge. At least we had that. Count our blessings, because it meant we still had somewhere to sit down and somewhere that had soft drinks, etc. Other than that, I think that's everything. We had a fantastic holiday. We do things differently. So in between the clips that you see, we are resting, sitting down, watching the world go by, etc. We're not always on the go because we physically can't. We are in a different situation where we cannot spend that much time walking. Don't get me wrong, we did do a lot of walking, but it's short bursts rather than continuous walking. I'm going to do a Q&A video and just go over some things that I learnt. So it was the first time we'd stayed DVC, so I can talk about that a little bit and talk about all the other things, hints and tips for DVC resorts. Especially we were in a resort studio which doesn't have a full kitchen, so talk about the things that we took to make our life a bit easier, and any other bits about like how we planned our holiday, etc. So watch out for the next video. It'll be a me at home video. Look out for that, and I'll see you soon.